Welcome back. Honor Flight of the Appalachian Highlands is looking for people to come out and support the veterans as they depart and return from the nation's capital. The organization's president, Michelle Stewart, is with us today to talk a little bit more about the send-off and the return. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Ansley.
Well, first off, how can people help with the send-off and the return of your next trip?
You know, the most important thing is just to be there and show their appreciation to those 21 veterans that are traveling on Honor Flight Mission 9. We will depart Friday at 8:30 from the VFW Post 2108, and it really just makes a difference if the community will come out and show their support, maybe have some flags or some signs. That's so important. And then on Sunday, the welcome home, because many of those veterans did not get a welcome home, and we want to change that.
And let's talk a little bit about what this community support does for the veterans.
You know, a lot of them, when they returned from their service, they were not thanked. They were not recognized. They were treated poorly. This trip gives them an opportunity for that to be changed. Plus, when they see people, just appreciate their service and their sacrifice. Most of them will say, I'm just doing what my country asks me to do. But it really makes a difference for them just to know that they're appreciated and they're honored.
And I know that, you know, you have the send-off and you have the return home, but it's almost like there's a difference in between the group that leaves and the group that comes back because of what they experienced. Let's talk about that and why, you know, that ties into how important it is for folks to come out.
It does. You know, we joke and say we leave on Friday as strangers. Sunday we come home as family because we have bonded. We've shared each other's moments. We have had moments of laughter, pats on the back, plenty of hugs. We've had some moments where there's tears flowing, but above all, they are together. They have bonded. They've had that camaraderie. They're traveling with their fellow veterans who have walked in those same shoes. So it really changes the whole feel of the coming home, because a lot of them say, I dread to get off the bus. I don't want to go home yet, because they've made such lifelong friendships and they've truly connected.
And let's talk about when and where people need to be and what times they should be there.
Sure. This Friday, we will have a program at 8 o'clock at the VFW and Post 2108, which is on Jim Funkhauser Road, very near Tipton Haynes Historical Park. We will leave the VFW at 8:30. We will travel down Buffalo to Leif Cox, to South Roan, to Interstate 26. So anybody wants to pull off along those places where there's safe parking, that would be ideal. Just to stand there with a flag and a smile and a wave. And then coming home the same way. We will pick up an escort at the Tennessee Welcome Center, travel down 81 to 26 to University Parkway, to South Roan, to Leif Cox, to Buffalo. So the exact same trip on the return. We would just encourage people to come out in safe spots. Please don't do anything unsafe. Pull off in a parking lot with your signs and your flags, and just be there to send those veterans off as they go on their trip, and then welcome them home when they come back.
Well, I know you mentioned signs and flags. Are there any other ideas for folks if they want to take part in this?
You know, they are welcome to come to the VFW. That way they can see the 21 veterans face to face that are leaving, and, you know, get there early and meet them and just thank them for their service. But we very much are encouraging the community to take a part, because these men and women have ensured our freedom.
Well, it sounds like a great time. I'm looking forward to hearing all about this upcoming trip. Michelle, thank you. And here are those details one more time. Mission 9 leaves on Friday. They'll come home on Sunday at 5 o'clock at the VFW Post 2108. We have that address right there on your screen. Come wearing red, white, and blue, and of course with your signs and your flags.